Hello and welcome back to the Cruise Ship Safety and Security channel. And congratulations on completing the entire section on the conduct of vessels in sight of one another. We're now diving into something very different and very serious, because this next rule stands entirely on its own. This is Rule 19, Conduct of Vessels in Restricted Visibility. It's one of the most critical rules you'll ever study because restricted visibility is one of the most dangerous conditions you'll face at sea. So grab a fresh page, sharpen your pencil, and let's get into it. This rule applies to vessels not in sight of one another when navigating in or near an area of restricted visibility. That means this rule only applies when you can't see the other vessel with the naked eye. So we're talking about fog, heavy rain, snow squalls, dust storms, any condition where visual contact is lost. Radar contact only? Then Rule 19 is in effect. And in restricted visibility, all vessels are considered giveaway vessels. There's no stand-on here. Everyone has to proceed with extreme caution. Every vessel shall proceed at a safe speed. A power-driven vessel shall have her engines ready for immediate maneuver. This ties directly back to Rule 6, safe speed, and here's what you need to remember. In restricted visibility, your safe speed should be as slow as needed to stop quickly, often idle speed or even slower. You must also have your engines ready for immediate maneuver. No excuses, no delays. Now jot this down. Restricted visibility equals minimum safe speed, engines ready. Alright, let's go over the factors to consider when determining safe speed. The state of visibility, traffic density, your vessel's maneuverability, background lights or light scatter, sea state and weather, water depth and vessel draft. And if your vessel has radar, you must use it. When using radar in restricted visibility, you must understand the capabilities and limitations of your radar. Your range settings, too short, and hazards appear too late. Weather interference can cause radar clutter in rain, storms, and fog. Small targets like dinghies or debris might not show up at all, so don't rely on radar as a miracle device. Know what it can and can't see. Every vessel shall have due regard to the prevailing circumstances and conditions of restricted visibility when complying with the rules of Section 1. This means all the general conduct rules still apply, but with caution adjusted for limited visibility. Alright, let's quickly recap those important rules, shall we? Rule 5 is all about lookout. You still need a proper lookout, someone able to see and hear in all directions, just to be safe. Moving on to Rule 6, which is safe speed. We've already covered this, but remember to go slow. Think idle speed, folks. Now, Rule 7, risk of collision. Use all available means. Lookout, radar, compass, plotter. It's crucial. Rule 8, action to avoid collision must be large, early, and obvious, not small or last second. And finally, Rule 9, narrow channels, and Rule 10, traffic separation schemes. Yes, these still apply. Stay to starboard and don't impede traffic. No fishing or anchoring where it's prohibited. Now, onto the specifics of Rule 19, subsection D. A vessel which detects by radar alone the presence of another vessel shall determine if risk of collision exists and take avoiding action in ample time. So, when you detect a vessel only on radar, you must plot their position to determine if there's a risk of collision or close quarters. If action is needed, you must act accordingly. Avoid turning to port for any vessel detected forward of the beam unless overtaking. Avoid turning toward a vessel abaft the beam. Why? Because these actions place your vessel broadside or in a collision angle. Proper course alteration equals a starboard turn where possible. Avoid port turns unless overtaking. Except where it has been determined that a risk of collision does not exist. Every vessel which hears, apparently forward of her beam, the fog signal of another vessel shall reduce speed. Here's the bottom line. If you hear a fog signal coming from ahead and can't see the vessel, assume danger. Reduce to the minimum speed needed to maintain steerage. If necessary, stop all the way. Shift to neutral. Keep your course and navigate with extreme caution until the danger has passed. Remember, large ships are required to have sound signals audible up to 2 miles. Smaller vessels, 1 mile. So if you hear a fog signal, chances are someone is very close, and you need to act now. Congratulations! You just made it through one of the most important and complex rules of the entire COLREGs. Rule 19 might be long, but that's because navigating in restricted visibility is one of the most dangerous conditions at sea. Take your time, go back over this video, study your notes again and again, because in a whiteout, a blackout, or a fog bank, these rules can save lives. You've got this, and I'll see you in the next video.